based on my vast experience over almost 2 decades of being a real estate agent, I've seen basically all kinds of different scenarios. But I would say like the most interesting one that I actually came across was when I was working with this buyer for a private property. And my job is this: whoever I'm representing, whether if it's a seller or a buyer, I will make sure that I safeguard his interests.
Right.
So when I did the profile check and the requirements of my buyer, I know what my buyer wanted. He wanted a house that has, a certain square feet, and he wants a view that shows nature and stuff like that. So, when I was going through all the listings and all that, and I actually during my time, you actually were allowed to go and see the houses before the buyer was brought in. So I came across 1 or 2 houses, and I felt that this house meets my buyer's requirements, but the view is not really something that anybody would like to view. Because of the specific nature of the view that this house was having. So I didn't, even actually inform my buyer about this unit, because I know they definitely are not going to take this unit. But surprisingly, down the road, when I was actually convincing them to buy this property, which at the end of it, I did manage to get it sold to them, they called me up on the day of the transaction of the property at 10 o'clock, I still remember. And she calls me up and says, Jack, we're going to go to the office and, I'm going to sign the documents. But I just want to let you know, because you've been serving us for so long, that we have 2 options right now, whether it's going to be property A or property B. So I asked her, okay, if you don't mind me asking, which property is property A that you're referring to? And then she gave me the address. I said, oh, okay. She said, the agency is a very good property. I said, yeah, it is a very good property. But I'm very sure, did the agent mention to you what you can see from the second floor? She says, no, what do you mean? I said, please go and see the unit today before you decide. Open the window on the second floor and see what you view. And if you like the view, please go and buy it. If you don't like it, please come back to me. Within 2 hours, she called me back. And she says, Jack, okay, I'm going to go with your property. And then I asked her why. She said the agent did not tell her that the view actually was overlooking a cemetery.
Oh dear.
So you just imagine, if you're going to buy something that is worth almost $8-9 million during that time, and every day you wake up in the morning and you see a cemetery, I don't think that's really a view that you are going to pay for, right?
Right.
So I had agents who, don't disclose such things because they just want to make fast money and they don't actually have the interest of the seller or the buyer.